The Whispering Woods. In a quiet village, there lived a young man named Peter. Peter loved the woods. Every morning, he walked through the trees, listening to the sounds of nature. The birds sang, the leaves rustled, and the river flowed gently. Peter felt happy and peaceful in the woods. One day, as Peter walked, he heard a strange sound. It was not a bird or a river. It was a soft whisper. Peter stopped and listened carefully. The whisper came from a large oak tree. Peter walked closer to the tree and touched its rough bark. "Hello, Peter," the tree whispered. Peter was surprised. He had never heard a tree speak before. "Who are you?" Peter asked. "I am the spirit of the woods," the tree replied. "I watch over the animals and plants. I know you love the woods, Peter. I need your help." Peter nodded. "What can I do?" "The river is drying up," the tree said. "The animals are thirsty, and the plants are dying. You must find the source of the river and bring water back to the woods." Peter agreed to help. He followed the river upstream, walking for hours. He climbed over rocks and crossed small streams. Finally, he reached a large hill. At the top of the hill, Peter saw a big stone blocking the river's source. Peter pushed the stone, but it was very heavy. He tried again and again, but the stone did not move. Peter sat down, feeling tired and sad. He did not know how to move the stone. Just then, a deer appeared. The deer looked at Peter with kind eyes. "Do not give up, Peter," the deer said. "You have a good heart. The woods believe in you." Peter felt stronger. He stood up and pushed the stone with all his might. Slowly, the stone began to move. Water started to flow from the source, trickling down the hill and into the river. Peter smiled. He had done it. The river was flowing again. He followed the river back to the woods. The animals were drinking, and the plants were green and healthy. The oak tree whispered again. "Thank you, Peter. You have saved the woods." Peter felt proud and happy. He knew he had done something important. From that day on, Peter took extra care of the woods. He made sure the river never dried up again. Every morning, Peter walked through the woods, listening to the sounds of nature. The birds sang, the leaves rustled, and the river flowed gently. Peter felt happy and peaceful in the woods, knowing he was a friend to all living things. As time passed, the villagers noticed the change in the woods. They saw the animals and plants thriving. They asked Peter how he had done it. Peter told them about the whispering tree and the spirit of the woods. The villagers were amazed. They decided to help Peter take care of the woods. They cleaned the river, planted new trees, and protected the animals. The woods became a beautiful place, full of life and happiness. Peter was glad to see the villagers caring for the woods. He knew the spirit of the woods was pleased. The oak tree whispered to Peter often, thanking him for his kindness and bravery. Peter continued to walk in the woods every day. He felt a deep connection to nature. He knew he was a part of the woods, and the woods were a part of him. One evening, as the sun set, Peter sat by the river. The water sparkled in the fading light. Peter felt at peace. He closed his eyes and listened to the whispering woods. "Thank you, Peter," the spirit of the woods whispered. "You are our hero." Peter smiled. He knew he would always protect the woods. It was his home, and he loved it with all his heart. The Whispering Woods had taught him the true meaning of harmony and friendship. And so, the woods thrived, and Peter lived a life full of joy and wonder, always surrounded by the beauty and serenity of nature.